hello everyone, and welcome back to Tyrell Models. Today I want to talk to you about a new tool from Dspiae. Now Dspiae have gone away and had a think about how they could improve on a manual drill. And they've come back with an interesting new innovation in a couple of areas, which I want to explain to you today. So I'll tilt the camera to the bench and we'll have a look at this new Mobius drill from Dspiae. See you in a second. Well, here we are at the bench. Right, so let's have a look at this new Mobius hand drill from Dspiae. Now, that's what the packaging looks like. As you can see, it's in Dspiae's distinct red and black. And let me just show you the back, which gives you a little bit of interesting information about how they've innovated with the drill bits and also the chuck mechanism, which I'll explain in a second. So let's get this guy out of the box and we'll have a look at him in a bit more detail. So that's what it looks like. That's the form factor. As you can see, it's another one of these chunky sort of marker pen type form factors, but in the hand, very high quality as you'd expect from Dspiae in its usual anodized alloy of some description. As you can see, as I'm rotating this, the actual material that they've used for the red area, they've sort of turned it. They've sort of put a corkscrew onto it, and that helps with the grip, because often all you get is a sort of an area with a bit of texture on it, and that's all you get for gripping. But that is a very interesting way of giving you an extra type of grip, and I found that to be very, very useful indeed. And of course, in the hand, when you're actually using that for real, that's a very, very smooth mechanism. And I would say that's one of the smoothest mechanisms I've felt in a manual drill for some time. What kind of bearings they've got on this guy, I don't know, but they're very high quality, and there's no catching there. I don't feel there's anything there's no friction when you move the actual drill itself. So ultimate levels of accuracy and precision you're going to get with this drill. Now, what they've done is a couple of things. Now, they've gone away and said, okay, what is one of the issues with manual drills? Now, a lot of manual drills can slip. You put the actual drill bit in, tighten it up, and you think it's fine. Off you go to do your bit of drilling, and the actual drill bit shifts. It slips, which is obviously not great for accuracy, particularly when we're getting down to millimeters of accuracy. We want to try and drill that kind of level of hole in something. What they've done is they've done a couple of things. They've said, okay, if that's the case, then how can we better secure the actual drill bit, your shaft itself, in the chuck? So they've done a couple of things. They've put a locking mechanism inside the chuck itself, and also then changed the end of the drill bits, which I'll show you in a second. And together they give you a very, very secure way of securing the actual drill bits themselves in the chuck. And that's the innovation, I feel, and that's what gives you the accuracy and the precision. Now, of course, it also depends if this form factor's for you. It may not be for everyone, because if I reach for the existing drill, you can see that they are very, very different form factors. And of course, it's going to be really down to personal preference. Do you feel in the hand, this is more appropriate for you? Do you feel that that kind of grip is better for you in the hand, as opposed to a chunky sort of marker pen type grip? It's entirely going to be, massively subjective, of course, and you're going to have to kind of decide whether I guess that kind of thing is for you. If you have lots of slippage issues with your existing drill, then this guy will absolutely solve that instantly at the box, because that's really what it was designed for. So I'm going to put that down for a second, and we'll have a look at these new drill bits. Now, they call them spin lock drills. Let me just show you those. There's three to choose from. As you can probably guess, they are literally just packs of different sizes of drill bits. Now, let me just show you what you actually get. Now, the pack number 1 is the smallest. Now, they go from 1mm, then goes 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and 1.5 millimeters. Pack number 2 starts at 1.5, not surprisingly, then goes 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, and 2. and then the final pack starts at 2, goes 2.1, then it jumps to 2.5, 2.6, then jumps to 3, and then jumps to 3.1. So the maximum size hole you can drill with this system is 3.1 millimeters, and the smallest is 1 millimeter. Now let me get say a mid-range pack out. So let's get these out. I just want to show you what's different about these drill bits. Let's put that there. Now, comes in standard packaging. As I said, it's nothing nothing exciting, I'm afraid. You got a sticker on the front which gives you an indication of the drill bits sizes which are in the pack, and these are also the color coordinated depending on what size drill pack you go for. So let me get out one of these guys and I'll show you what this looks like in practice. Now, if I bring this against my t-shirt, now pay attention to this end here, yeah, which fits into the drill itself. Now if I rotate this so the light bounces off it, can you see that's got a notch cut in it? And that is how they stop the drill bit from slipping in the actual chuck itself, because that shape fits into its corresponding lock, I suppose, in the drill bits in the drill's chuck, and that's what stopped the slippage. And I've been using that for a while, and it absolutely does. You lock this into place and that drill bit is not going anywhere with the actual drill itself. These are all marked up, of course, as well. None of us have ever put these things back in the boxes correctly. All the drill bit sizes are on the end there. So if you did put this down and go, what size is that? It's marked on the end of the the notch itself, so you can easily identify the size. Now, with the drill. So let me get this guy out. Now, when you put it in, you drop it in, and what you can feel it rotate. If you drop that in till it catches on the bottom, then rotate the drill itself, you'll feel it lock. There we go. It drops in to its corresponding locking system. Yeah. So in effect, the drill is kind of the key, and the actual chuck itself has got the lock, and that's how it fits in. You can feel it drop in. Once it's there, then you tighten the chuck up as normal. And it's a very good tightening mechanism, by the way, and that's now locked in place. That's not going anywhere. I've used this for a couple of weeks, and I've been very happy with the security it gives me when I'm going into maybe drill a part. Of course, I've got to get this right because there's only one part in the kit. I do feel, yeah, it's not going to move, it's not going to skid. That's locked in place. Or wherever what kind of movement I'm doing for drilling, for instance, that's not going to move anywhere because I've locked it in place. And that's the innovation. The idea that the chuck is the lock, and the new ends to these spin lock drill bits that locks into place, and that's what gives you the accuracy. Now let me get my trusty bit of tank. Let's drill a hole in this guy. Now what I would say is, as I said earlier, the actual mechanism itself on the drill bit feels very, very smooth. One of the smoothest I've ever felt with a manual drill. Doesn't catch. I don't feel there's any friction there. You know, the bearings are doing the job without any. But there we go. We're straight through without any problems at all. And also, you don't have to force this. I didn't feel. There we go. And that's a perfect hole drilled in my piece. Again, however you hold this, like this or on your bench, I just felt it was a very secure way of drilling holes in parts. With that level of security that the actual drill bit isn't going to slip. Now I think that is absolutely a sort of worthy innovation. That idea that we can get away from slippage, which I think is an issue. How can we make this thing I guess more accurate, and certainly gives us more security. Now, it does have one final little thing. Now, if I unscrew, I've just dropped it. If I unscrew the bottom here and put that down for a second, let me just show you the bottom. And you can see it's got some holes in there, yeah. And what they've done is they've basically made it into a caddy for drill bits. So, for instance, if these three were your go-to drill bits, because what they also said was that many of us tend to sort of drill holes of similar sizes, usually 3 or 4 different drill bit sizes. If that's absolutely true, these will drop in very, very nicely indeed into the end here. Let me put that in there and that in there. So it gives you a handy little way of storing three drill bits, and then they go back into the bottom there, just like that. And that's how you could then store this in in your racking system, or however you store your tools. Very nice little innovation. That I thought, yeah, you've got a barrel there. Let's use it. It's very similar to another drill, which we're going to talk about in a second. So that's the actual system which Dspiae have come back with. This idea of a slipless drill. So they call this the Mobius, and the drill bits, the spin lock drill bit sets, which I think together they're a very interesting innovation for manual drills. Now, speaking of manual drills, many of you may have sort of seen a previous video only a few weeks ago where I talked about a new manual drill from a company called Race Studio. Let me just reach for one of those guys. Let's get this guy out. This is the actual the Race Studio version. Now, very, very similar as you can see. Together, let me just do a straightforward comparison for you. Let me back up a little bit. As you can see, the Ray is slightly fatter and it's slightly stubbier, only not by a great deal. It's literally millimeters in it, but in the hand they are both very, very premium drills. They really are. It's very difficult to, I guess, to separate these two. What I would say, I think, with the mechanisms, it's an interesting one. I feel that the Race Studio might have a slight edge on the mechanism there, maybe, but I'd be picking tiny flies out of that. Together, they're very similar. For all I know, they use exactly the same bearing mechanisms. They may well do. I don't have that information, unfortunately. But literally, as a subjective thing in the hand, they are extremely similar in form factor. It's kind of going to depend again. I think I've had this conversation with you guys a lot. That what do you fancy in your hand? What really fits for you? Do you want a slightly longer shaft, and do you quite like this sort of spiral turned effect to grip? Yeah, that may be better. Don't forget, I'm using this with obviously no gloves on. I do all my model making with gloves on, and what I would say is, both of these are fine. If you want a little bit more texture through the glove, then this guy absolutely gives you that because of this turned or this spiral effect on the shaft there. This one is fine for, I guess, non-glove users, if you like, because the texture is actually on the barrel itself, and you could feel that with your fingers. That gives you the accuracy. Yeah, so it is an interesting comparison. How would you decide? Well, it's going to be highly subjective. It really is. I think this one can store, if memory serves, was it 4? Yeah, you can store 4 drill bits in the end of this one. This one can only store 3 because it isn't as fat. This one has an anti-slip on the bottom of this one. This one doesn't have that at all, I don't believe, unless I've lost it, which I don't think I have. It's going to be tiny differences. What are the pluses and what are the minuses? It really is on these two. I use both, oddly enough, because I sort of reach for these for different different applications. Often, I quite like this one if I'm doing some sort of scratch building. This one gives me a little bit more length, and so through gloves, this one is ideal. I can feel this texture a little bit, but through gloves, this one is absolutely great. It really is. So together, they give you an interesting duo to choose from, and if I really wanted to muddy the waters, of course, I can add in the third one. So you have these 3 different kinds of manual drills to choose from, and they all have pluses and minuses. They absolutely do. It's really going to depend on what you feel is good in your hand, what gives you that security when you're drilling your holes. Let me put the Race Studio down for a second. Yeah, but for this one, we're talking about this new Dspiae, and the innovation is absolutely with the spin lock, which of course doesn't exist on the Mobius, which is also a big thing. I guess ultimately it's if you've had lots and lots of slippage issues with drill bits, then this guy cures it overnight. It does. It just does, because of the locking mechanism. If that's not something that has troubled you at all, then you have a choice of 3 different manual drills across Tyrell Models. And they all have sort of pluses and minuses, as I said. And you know, the decision, of course, is ultimately what your application is. How do you feel it's in your hand, and you know, those kinds of highly subjective applications. As I said, I use all 3 because I just feel that in some applications I want this kind of control. Sometimes I want this level there. I want to be able to grip it right at the end, and I want that kind of control. Yeah. And let me get the Mobius again. For the Mobius, sometimes I want something that's a bit stubbier. Sometimes I want that forced into my palm, and because it's not as long as the Dspiae one, I can force that into my palm, and I have more control with maybe that action, for instance. Yeah. So yeah, it absolutely is a case of, you know, they all have their place on my bench, and that may be the way that you approach it. But that's the new Mobius manual drill from Dspiae. Very nice piece of kit they put together, particularly with this new what do they call it? The spin lock drill bit system as well. So they, you know, these new drill bits fit this this new drill absolutely beautifully, and gives you a drilling tool which could be could be a game changer for you if you've been struggling with maybe pin voices, or the other drills that really don't do it for you. Maybe you had a few issues with slippage on the actual bit itself. This guy will absolutely cure it. So that is the new one from Dspiae. That should be on the store right now. As always, any questions, any queries, do come back to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the site, and also hit that bell icon for automatic notifications. So till the next time, keep on modelling.